accidentally stopped my video, but right there, I don't know, looks like just gotta cover that wood that's exposed. Maybe the gutter's sagging some. We need some gutter clips. This looks like it's a drainage pipe to something. Maybe the gutter used to be buried, I'm not sure. Yeah, some, you know, discoloration over here, but it's not too bad, and I don't really see any cracks in the foundation on this side. I guess the washer dryer was downstairs. Well, here's a crack right here. The one negative with this is downstairs is really, the ceiling height was 5.6, so a little bit over 5.5. See, it has some rotting trim. I'm not sure what this hole is either right here. It's like a clear hole. Filter or something? I don't know. Got some fresh mulch on the tree. This meter here looks a little bit older. Just looks kind of beat up, but you can see over here they've got like electrical tape wrapped around, and I can see some sort of hive that needs to be taken out. The roof looks good. Nice front deck. Need a new gutter here. Again, it just kind of looks like it's tilted, that gutter. Maybe it needs to be placed better. So, here in the front, like I said, nice front deck. You can sit out and watch the cars. This door. New storm door though. So when you enter, we've got a living room here, and then a kitchen to the right. Now it's clear that these floors slope. I mean, it's really obvious when you look at it. If you could just see the trim, it's like everything's just put on an angle, going towards the center. Again, I tried to look at the beams down in the basement. I really didn't see anything that looked like, you know, structurally would be a problem. I even kind of tapped some of the beams to see, you know, if there's like termite damage. It didn't seem like there was. Whoever lived here though, they did update the house. Somebody updated this more recently. The electric is updated. Like I said, these windows, they seem pretty cheap. Hopefully they work, but they aren't like newer. Got a little discolored, maybe some mold over there. House kind of smells like our aunt's houses in New York. Kind of smells like Aunt Genya's house. I'm not sure what creates that odor. But I mean, decent sized eating kitchen here. Got the living room. And you've got bathroom. Again, it's just, I hope the sloped floors don't weird anyone out too much. Closet, coat closet. So here's your full bath. The drywall seems pretty good. I mean, even the bath, I mean the tile, there's a chance I might be able to just clean the tile up and, you know, just re-caulk. Just try and clean the bathroom up. Even the vanity isn't too terrible. Just replace those two little knobs that are kind of worn. Replace the faucet. I mean, I guess the vanity's cheap to replace, but what I'm saying is it's really not that bad. Somebody definitely updated it a few years ago. And another closet here, and then as we get to the addition, just a little linen closet. Here's a room. It's hard to say what's going on with the floors because this pergo in here is just buckled so much. It's hard for me to tell if honestly if the floors are even. Now, like, here's a slope. You can see that one. It's probably like an 11 by 11, 11 by 12 by 12 bedroom. I didn't measure this, but I guess maybe around 12 by 12. There's a little moisture over there. You could see water damage from something. Updated outlets all throughout though, and like I said, the drywall's not that bad. Might start cracking once you actually turn the heat on. Before I go into the basement, you have a hallway. I originally entered through this door. Well, let me show. So here's another room. Again, the drywall's in good shape. Just need to do a little patching. The floors are uneven, and like here, it kind of seems like there's a center point and it goes a little that way, goes a little that way. Less obvious in this room. Actually, I would think it goes more this way and out towards the hallway. Hard to tell. Like I said, there's this side door here. This is where I entered originally. It just has some rotting trim on both sides. Not too bad. I mean, I don't know what this gunk is on the door. You might want to consider replacing the door because of this weird gunk. The porch itself, I think, is okay. It just needs a fresh coat of paint. It's pretty sturdy. Chopper flying overhead. Like I said, just some rotting trim. So, off this side door, stairs to the attic. Nice wide stairs, like modern. Don't really squeak at all, right? It'll squeak a little, but nice stairs. Now you got this narrow room up here. I measured to the middle point. It's kind of weird how the popcorn ceiling is just in the middle. But I measured and it was like 5.6, a little over, like 5.5 feet. I think it was 5.6. Also, no, I lied. 6.5 feet up here. So the center point is 6.5 feet, but you see how sloped it is. Really, this is just like a room for a kid. It's probably like 3 feet here on the sides. Like, so me, I get this far before hitting my head, and I'm pretty short. But it does have a closet. Oh, this window is cracked, so this window will have to be replaced or, you know, repaired. But there is a closet on this side. Drywall here's cracking some. And again, 6.5 in the middle. Here's that closet. Nice size closet though. Going back down these nice wide stairs. This door just looks a little kooky. Something's like crooked here. It just looks crooked. Because it's like one thing's on an angle this way, and then you got that like, I don't know what you would call this, little overhang that's almost angled in the opposite direction of the door. So it just looks strange to you, it catches your eye. And then we go down to the basement. So nice wide stairs again, but the ceiling height is really low down here. This was 5.6. Looks like there used to be floors, carbon floors? I don't know, lots of layers. Anyways, 5.6 to these beams. It's a little over 5.5. Here's the cracks on the inside under the windows. It's not so obvious from the inside. You can see daylight straight ahead through the one cinder block you can see. This is where that more obvious crack was. This window's kind of weird. It's like on an angle. You see, it's like hot. You see that angle? So this is the more, no, I think the back one was more obvious. So this one, it's more obvious from the inside. Back here though, I thought the crack looked worse from the outside. But it looks like it's been filled in, because you hardly notice it here on the inside. Okay. You got the ductwork. Got the updated plumbing. Just gotta watch her head. Yeah, so here's where that dryer vent is. Someone has to come down here. They just gotta watch their head when they're doing the laundry. Over here, these support beams. So here's where the sloping is. You can see somebody sistered. They added newer beams here. And somehow it still seems sloped. And to me, this one beam here, it just kind of looks funny. It's not cracked or anything, it just looks like it's on a bow shape. Next to the hot water heater, which again, is in good shape. You might be able to leave the hot water heater. So around here is where I kind of messed around with the beams. Like I said, I tried to tap them. Try to see if there was any sign of termite damage, and I really didn't see any. They all looked good to me, despite the slopes. Even over here. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Then last we have the electric panel. Nice big Verizon box. So you can see it's already updated to 150 amps. Looks like inspections were from the 90s. Modern breaker box. Look at all these modern wires. So the house has been updated. I really don't think a whole lot needs to be done to this house. Not too shabby. Yeah, just looking at these beams too, I just wanted to say all of them. They all look kind of strange to me. They're not cracked or anything, but they all just, none of them really look quite straight. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Like this one kind of looks a little bowed. I don't know.